What is the "it's not a bug, it's a feature of your existence"? Had open heart surgery 2 years ago and swapped my mitral and aortic valves with mechanical ones that make an audible click with each heartbeat that can be heard several feet away. Great at parties, awful during exams. Congratulations on becoming a cyborg. I have a type of diabetes called MAGI type 2, which means my blood sugar is always a little bit higher. It also means that I generally have more energy and don't really get hungry or gain weight, as I don't absorb the sugar from most of my food. I take insulin to bodybuild, and then when I want to shed fat I just go off it and my body will naturally start burning up my glycogen stores without dieting. The best part is that it doesn't even reduce my life expectancy. No, that's a superpower. It is I, Captain Diabetes Edit. Thanks for the silver, Anon. Never thought my obsession with South Park quotes would net me something positive. I can crack my neck ridiculously loud and it's hilarious to scare people with. My horrible memory. I don't remember what I did yesterday unless I really think hard about it. The feature aspect of it is I can rewatch entire seasons of my favorite shows a number of times before they're not new to me. Edit because I'm getting a lot of the same responses. I've never smoked pot. Yes, my lack of memory has been used against me. Yes, I'm horrible at arguing with my so. Yes, I've tried the drug treatment essential oil your Facebook friend is pushing on you. I don't have any tests to take anymore so I don't have to study for them. If I do something enough in a short period of time I can commit it to memory. Edit, test. Same here. Did not help at all during my fights with exes that had 20/20 memory. Haha, yes. My boyfriend is super smart and has a memory like a steel trap. He often uses my logic against me and it's infuriating that I can't do the same. My ex used to do this. She could talk circles around me and I would just get flustered and speechless. Sometimes I think she let me get the upper hand just to make feel better. Posture. I'm tall and already had back surgery once. And holding myself up in a shoulders wide and chest out Superman pose helps keep stress off of it. People think I'm a confident badass. I just like walking without a limp. Edit, sweet mother of Mary, I posted this comment before bed and almost shit myself at the response. I'm at work so I am unable to go through this mess of an inbox right now. I had a laminectomy in 2015, one of my discs had burst and the material was pressing against the nerves running into my right leg. I've also got a sciatic that likes to be a little bitch if I don't stretch my hamstrings twice a day. I am almost always in sleep mode. What an energy-efficient feature. Only if it's quality sleep mode. If you're always sleeping, that's probably not the case. I can wiggle my ears. All it does is make it where I can kind of adjust my glasses and pop my earphones out without touching them. It's kind of like having the world's shittiest superpower. Ever heard of Alcatraz and the Evil Librarians? It's a kids' book series by Brandon Sanderson about a family with dumb and terrible superpowers saving the world. The MC breaks everything he comes near, including his enemies' weapons, his grandpa is late to everything, even his own death, and so on. The MC breaks everything he comes near. This is my mum's superpower, as long as it's something electronic. When the machines rise up to enslave us, we will be saved by an 80-year-old retired schoolteacher who captures one of them in her greenhouse netting and attempts to update its firmware. That reminds me of an XKCD comic. You know the terrible tech support problems recurring character? Yup. With a single USB cable that works correctly and everything else, she's managed to kill a laptop, 2 desktops, a tablet and a Kindle. I've got congenital ptosis. Weak eyelid muscles. Can't open my eyes fully. Can't roll my eyes either. I always look like I'm half asleep or something. Or, and bearing in mind I'm ethnically Chinese, like I'm extra bonus stereotypically Asian. I've been called sleepy, small eyes, I've heard 'em all. Thing is, it turns out, it also means my eyesight is better than it should be. Theoretically, I should be wearing glasses with thicker lenses. More degrees. More correction. But I don't need to, because my effective vision is improved by the fact I'm always squinting. That's my secret, I'm always squinting. I'm epileptic. It's technically a bug, but it makes me immune to the draft registration status until they figure out a bug fix. Edit, I suppose I ought to mention that I'm one of the lucky few, and that my meds rid me of seizures entirely. So I can still drive. Hadn't considered that epilepsy entitles people to free public transit in some countries. That's a neat idea. Color blindness. Having to describe something like a tree, rock, house, clothes, etc. in ways other than color helps build mental images and appreciation to detail. Aphantasia, I can't visualize. I'm never grossed out by concepts or imagery and can always unsee things said. I'm also never been disappointed by book to movie casting decisions. My lack of dopamine. Great in emergent situations, suck ass at day-to-day living. Edit, holy ducking shit. I woke up and now understand the phrase rip inbox. Thanks for all the updates, friends. Same. In an emergency, I'm the one you want on your team while everyone else shits themselves. At all other times, I'm a dead weight. You're like the littlest kid in an afternoon special that's just small enough to fit in some space and so saves the day. I am pretty damn sure that my body gets rid of excess blood from spontaneous nosebleeds while I'm losing weight. The humor balancing physicians of the 16th century would agree on that feature. Edit, thanks for the silver. This man is both phlegmatic and bilious. I can, and do, fall asleep anywhere. Car? Shit man, the seat goes back. Concrete floor? As long as I can ball up my sweater under my head. Pile of barbed wire? HCK yes, done it before and it's like a springy bed with no cushioning. Military, and he self-censors the word heck. Well yeah, this is a ducking Christian server. The ability to recall any number under 12 digits assuming I care enough to remember it. No, you will never forget the birthday or phone number of anyone. This has resulted in awkward exchanges. My girlfriend accidentally did this with a friend's credit card. She always looks away when I enter phone passwords or credit card pins so she doesn't memorize them by accident. I have my last 3 debit card numbers along with expiration dates, CCV, and PIN still in my head. Really great info to have when I can't remember the date. Same, but worse. I can remember the phone numbers for at least 100 people and businesses because I used to have to dial them. I remember credit card numbers, routing numbers, bank account numbers, and so on after entering them once or twice. My greatest challenge is putting those numbers back into context. They have emotions attached, but often enough no meaning. I ran into an old high school friend 10 years after last seeing him and he was going to give me his cell number to call, so I recited the last number I had for him on the spot, still the same number, so that was good tongue usually, though, I can't remember what I was planning to do seconds from now, but numbers are easy. Not equations, though, just numbers. I don't even know the number socks, let alone what I'm doing seconds from now. It's a variable time between finding one sock and then finding its matching pair. It's hard for me to sleep, but when I sleep, I can sleep for only 2 to 4 hours and have 100% energy when I wake up. Dude, you're one of the sleepless elite in the world. Kinda jealous. If I'm lucky, I nearly pass out when I'm about to sneeze. If I'm not, I pass out. Gosh, I hope you don't suffer from too many allergies. He's allergic to being conscious. My ankle cracks loudly when I walk slowly and while barefoot. It's like I took some sort of lame situational flaw penalizing stealth, get an extra point in something equally stupid, like being a super taster. My big toe cracks like a damn gunshot when I walk barefoot. I would always walk super carefully cause my mom was a light sleeper and the sound would wake her up as I passed her bedroom to use the toilet. I have both the ankle pop and the big toe pop on both feet. My family jokes that they know they can trust me because I'm physically incapable of sneaking. Because of mine, as well as nearly 2 decades of sneaking as silently as possible around my house to avoid my brothers, I walk like a ninja. I frequently scare people at home by coming into a room and saying something without them realizing I'm right behind them. My best friend on the other hand tromps around like an elephant at a grape stomping festival. I wince just hearing her walk. I don't know how she still has heels. My crooked feet. My mother insists it is me being stubborn. When she was younger she would commonly threaten to put me in leg braces. But now it is in some sense a benefit, as curved out feet is a benefit in certain types of dancing in which I regularly partake. You have to explain though, what type of dancing benefits from crooked feet? In ballroom parlance it's what's called the rhythm dances. The big 3 are East Coast swing, cha-cha, and rumba. I forget the exact reasoning why, but curving your feet outward helps you move your legs in certain ways that these dances require. Oh. A fellow dancer. It eases your hips in the opposite direction. Your physiology then allows for isolation of legs, feet, and hip block. If you're collegiate, don't forget about bolero, aka knee killer. Also, fun fact about American rumba, it's actually Cuban bolero. I think when it was marketed towards Americans, people didn't like the Cuban part of it, or something, and it was just called rumba or whatever, depending on your region. Later, the Latin styles adopted another rumba, based on American rumba, aka bolero. Then we also added bolero, which is actual bolero. This is not to be confused with a Spanish bolero, which is a more traditional dance in 34, think Bolero by Ravel. Also, rhythm technique, particularly cha, takes some things from ballet.